Hey y'all, happy Saturday. So here's the tumbler that's all cured. It has a little bit of dimples in it, but nothing really bad. The temperature, it's a lot warmer today, so hopefully I won't have this problem. So now that I've done the initial with the alcohol, ink and everything, and got my design all there, I am going to, I feel like, excuse me. So a customer wanted a strawberry shortcake and friends tumbler, and I was when I started doing this, I was like, oh my god, these are the colors for that. So I am going to be, this is going to wind up being a strawberry shortcake and friends tumbler, and I'm going to actually add the of course not real strawberry, but strawberries and like some drip at the top that makes it look like strawberry, the strawberries are dripping. I don't know. I haven't thought that far. But I feel like I needed to add, I wanted to add some little shine to it. So I thought I'd do like a light, this is from the Glitter Grind. It's Sweet Tart. So it's really light. So I thought I'd add that to my my resin. I'm going to do the second coat and see how it turns out. No problem. After it sets, I can always sand it off if it turns out crappy. So you just, but I think it's going to turn out very pretty. Let me get this epoxy. All up. So I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I know the 4th of July is upon us, and I have got so many orders to get out, and Misty, yours just went out. You should have it, I think, on Tuesday. So your grandkids are just going to absolutely love their stuff. And then the tumbler you ordered, which was the Snow White one for your friend, your coworker, that turned out really pretty. This one's going to be yours. So the strawberry shortcake, I think it's going to turn out really cute, and I will let you know. And then I'm working on another customer's order after this. It's going to be similar to the one that I made just a while back. Let me see if I got it. Oh, it's going to be just like this one, the glow in the dark without the chunky glitter on it. So I'm going to do the two, this, it's kind of like this, but it just was with the orange, pink and white, with the glow on it. So it's going to be a glow in the dark, and instead of the chairs and stuff on there, it's just going to have palm trees. So that's what she wanted. So minus the glitter, the chunky glitter, it's just going to have, it's still going to be very pretty. I can't wait to work on that one too. So I will start working on that one next week after we'll be leaving for the 4th of July. I am almost had this mixed up. Sometimes you gotta mix it a little longer because of all the bubbles in there. We don't want bubbles on here. That's not good. Let's see. So I think I'm going to add some glitter to it. And I don't want a whole lot. I just want it to give a shine to the tumbler. I don't want it really heavy on there because that will take away from the other colors, but I do want it to give it some shimmer and some sparkle. I don't know. I'm a sparkle girl. I like sparkle. I like bling. So, and sometimes I feel like I make these tumblers for me, which I kind of do in a way. However, I know I'm not the only sparkly and bling bling person out there, but hey, I can make you whatever you want. So if you don't want bling bling sparkle, I will leave it off, but I'm just a sparkly girl. You know, so that's just my personality. I realize, you know, when you're own a business and your customer you know, it's not for you, it's for your customers. I have to remember that sometimes because I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute, and someone else may not think it's cute. So anyway, so here goes. I need to go the other way. I'm a lefty, so I know I'm funky like that. All right, so I'm gonna start applying just to give it some bling, just to give it some sparkle. And just enough. It's not going to take away from the strawberry shortcake when I put those decals on here and her friends. And then I'm going to put, like I said, little strawberries and the fruit. I think it's like a, I don't know, strawberry, blueberry. It was an orange, a lime. Oh my God, what else was it? Grape, I think. So, an apple, or maybe not an apple. I don't know. Was it an apple? I don't know. Anyway, I have to look at it, but I'm putting those on here. So this should be super cute. I think it will be. And, oops. Oh, yeah, the sparkle. I love it. I love it. It is going to sparkle. And it's not too much. It's not like overbearing. It's just giving it a little extra flair is how I'm going to say it. Some flair. Some bling bling flair. Some sparkle flair. And I'm going to tell you, if you haven't had a tumbler, like a glitter tumbler, and you go out in the sunlight and oh my God, it just like, they sparkle. They're just like, it's so, I mean, it's eye-catching. I know we were at a hockey event for my stepson. He does hockey, and he was trying out for a juniors team. And this lady walks in with, I mean, it was a resin tumbler with bling. I mean, and when she walked in the door, that was like all I saw was sparkle. And I was like, ooh, that kind of like, I mean, it was like the ones that I like to do. And I was like, oh, I went over there and I was like, oh my gosh, I just love your tumbler. And somebody that she knew that does the same thing made her one. And I was like, oh, she did a really good job. It was very pretty. So, no, they sparkle out in the sun, and they really, I don't know. I'm telling you, when I take pictures and stuff, it does, like right now, I'm sure when I put the camera over this, it's not going to show it any justice of what it looks like in person. So you really got to get it in your, in your hand and actually look at it, because that's when you're going to see everything. So, yeah, this is going to be really pretty once done. I've got to kind of play with it here a minute because like I said, resin is funny, and it can be your worst nightmare, and then it can turn out and be just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm telling you, I've messed up. You seen the tumblers under my shop desk here? Oh, you, yeah, no. I think even the best of the best still mess up, and it's not so much what you're doing; it's the atmosphere, it's the temperature, and if you don't have it, sorry, you got a hair mount. If you don't have it just right, it's gonna screw it up. And I kind of feel like right now I have some spots that are like trying to divide, and I don't like that. I hate that. I hate that. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I just want to throw a tumbler out the. I think there was one. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out why I kept getting divots in all of my tumblers, and I tried everything, and it took like 5 tries to actually get it, and that's called sanding down. And if you make tumblers, and especially resin tumblers, you know how hard. The process of sanding. Getting out if you have big divots, that you're basically taking it back down to nothing. And to sand and everything that is a lot of time. That's a lot of time. And, I know the resin ones can be a little pricey, but there's a lot that actually goes into making these. It's not like we just go poof, they're there. Now, sublimation ones, totally different process. Those are 18, 20, 25 bucks. Depending if you want it personalized, whatever. Those are, if you're not, if you're looking for something that's a little less expensive than these, this to me is a lot of time. And it takes, on average, it depending on what all you're doing to it. But, like this one has the alcohol ink all swirled in it. Well, you have to let that sit overnight and cure. Then you do your next coat, and like I'm adding some glitter to it. This has got to cure and sit all night. I got to put the decals on it and everything else, and then put another coat over that. If I get lucky and don't have to sand anything except for around my edges at the top, of course. Your basic sanding kind of stuff. It's like almost like a 5-day process to make sure it's cured well and, to get out the door. So if you want sublimation, I'm going to take off my gloves because I'm going to show you the difference between sublimation tumbler and a regular tumbler. Okay, so I'm going to show you some different techniques. So while we're doing this, so this is sublimation. So this one is the emotional dumpster fire, which is funny. And then this one's just like, beautiful artwork. The colors just come out so brilliant. But it takes a special printer, special ink, and you've got to dial in your color codes and everything to make sure the colors are transferring from the paper. So you print it out on a special paper, sublimation paper, and then you got to wrap it around this and you put it in this. I got a tumbler heat press, and it burns. It's not a wrap, it doesn't peel, but it burns the image onto your tumbler. And as long as you take care of it, it will last you forever. There's nothing to these. So these I can do in 30 minutes for you and have it packaged and out the door. The resin one, like this one was another special technique. You know, this one has the glow in the dark. So there's a couple of layers of glow powder under there. These, like this glitter, they look like dots. They actually glow in the dark, and which is really super cool at night when it glows. These look like stars. I love it, and it's so cool looking. And it's like you're sitting under the stars at the beach. So very cool, cute tumbler. And then, so here's another different technique. So this one is a hydro dip, which means you're hydro dipping it into water with the alcohol ink. And then I have foil leaf, the silver foil leaf on there. I have the glitter on there. And, you know, so this takes a while too. So there's so many different techniques you can do. So many ways to do things. It's just, you know, it's an art in a sense. So, you know, that's sometimes why they do cost a little more. It's because there's a lot of time, there's a lot of pride, and I don't know about you, but if I see something wrong on a tumbler, if you ordered a tumbler and I see some mistakes, I am not sending that to you. I'll remake the whole thing. I'll throw this right in the garbage and remake something. So that's me. If I'm very particular about what I'm sending, and it's all about quality to me. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. So I'm a one-person shop, so sometimes mine take a little longer to get out to folks, but I also have a day job too. So during the day, so on the weekends and at night, I'm doing tumblers. You know, this to me is something that when I build up my customer base, that they will stay with me forever and ever and ever. And then when I retire, I can just do this full time. I thank you everyone who does support me in my small business. You have no idea what you mean to me. I'm very grateful and honored that you keep coming back to me, you know, order after order, tumblers and other things. I mean, I just don't do tumblers. I do resin products. I mean, like here's one. This is one I messed up on. So, of course, I'm not sending this out. The angels I put upside down. So when you have it in the mold and you're setting it and it's like this. So when you bring it up, if you don't do it correctly, everything's upside down and backwards. So it should be like that. And then, you know, of course you have the light that goes in there, but these are great for kids. I've done a lot of kids ones. I just did a Spider-Man one. Yeah, whatever you want in there. I'm doing one, and please don't ask me to do this, because I'm just doing this because she's been my best friend since elementary, and I'm doing her dog ashes in one. So, but please don't email me to do those, because I don't want to get into that kind of thing. No, I'm doing it for her because I love her to pieces. So, Kimmy, that's for you. Here, let me show you what's cooking now on this one, and see if I can turn around here. It's not going to let me. So if you can see that, see the sparkle, and it probably isn't showing up like I'm seeing it because it's on camera, and typically you got to have some special lighting to really get the glitter. But I hope you guys can see that. This is, like I said, it's going to spin for a while. I love it. It has the effect that I wanted it to, and I think it's just going to look adorable when with the strawberry shortcake and all that fun, and our friends and the fruit and everything. I think it's just going to be super duper cute. So I hope everyone has a great 4th of July. And I thank you for supporting Trendy Custom Design. Hit me up if you think of something that you would like to see. I will be more than happy to try to make it. I know I do have to show one thing, and I got to go in here for it because I do shirts too. And so this was like an order of shirts. Don't hate me for this, please. But I'm going to just put it over the back of my couch or one of my chairs. So this is one that is a cut. So there's the front, and it says red, white, and Coors Light. These are for 4th of July. And then, don't hate me for this, on the back. All right. And it says, make 4th of July great again, with the Coors Light and of course so Trumpy there. So I did there was one for a Miller, one for a Budweiser, and then for another one, and this is the muscle one for someone. And this I guess it's their character, who they are. So it reflects them. So anyway, had fun making those. So that's what I'm up to. I am busy at night and on the weekends trying to get everybody's orders out. And don't forget, I am still, if you want to go on to my Etsy, do a donation for a heart pocket hug, and all that 100% goes to Ruidoso, the fires. It goes to a specific church because you all know my mom was affected, my aunt was affected, and they were displaced. They were all evacuated to Roswell, and I had to figure out a way I could support the effort. And oh my God, the people are absolutely amazing. And we are a good nation, and we do come together during tragic times. And the church that I chose to support was the one who was going to all the motels and stuff, feeding everyone displaced. Because you got to remember, in my mom's area, there were a lot of elderly people. These people are on fixed incomes. So this was like something that I was like, how can I help from Chicago? Because, and so I was able to support them because I wanted them to continue their effort of feeding, because literally they had 5 minutes to get out, and no one was prepared for this. And thank God for the church, not just the church. There were so many people who stepped up and who helped them. And I am so grateful. I mean, it makes me cry because I know there's so many good people out there, and we are the United States of America, and we come together. And there's just so much division, and we just need to come together back as one. So anyway, I didn't mean to do that, so I'm sorry, but okay, I'm done rambling. Thank you for supporting Trendy Custom Designs and Design. Sorry, don't put an S on there. Custom Design, go to my Etsy, Trendy Custom Design CO, so it's company, .etsy.com is my Etsy store. And then there's trendycustomdesign.com. So here it is, if you need to see it. I'm thinking about getting a neon light put up there with my name on it. So anyway, all right. Have a great weekend. Be safe for 4th of July. Have a great 4th of July. And happy Independence Day, 4th of July, Firecracker Day, whatever you want to call it. So I will see you. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for tuning in on my tumblers. And thank you for supporting. All right. Love you guys. Bye.